Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, what I wanted to do with you was share with you 7 proven tips for how you can actually make money online. These, by the way, aren't like get rich quick schemes or anything like that. These are for those of you who are looking to build a legitimate brand and business online. What are those actual steps that you should be focusing in order to achieve your financial goals? The reason why I wanted to make this video was because recently, I hit 2 pretty big financial milestones within my business. I achieved my first $100,000 cash month, meaning that the revenue in my business, the cash we took in for 1 month was $100,000. And also, since starting to track my income, so not since I started my business, but since I started to track my actual income at the beginning of 2018, since then, my business has made $1 million. So I have been thinking about these 2 things, and I really started reflecting on how I've gotten to this point. Like, what are all the things that I really truly have done in order to be able to make this kind of money online? And that's what I wanted to do in this video today. I wanted to share with you my top 7 tips for how you can get started with building a legitimate business and reaching your financial goals online. If we are just meeting for the first time, hello, my name is Erin. I am a YouTuber and I run an online business coaching business. I've helped hundreds, if not thousands of women at this stage build their online business, but my emphasis really is on keeping things simple. I have a core philosophy that business should be simple, and I like to really teach just around the idea that really, to be successful online, the 2 concepts that you need to focus on is building an audience of people and selling them something they need. You know, everyone else that tells you that their way is the best way, drop shipping's the only way, affiliate marketing's the only way, Instagram's the only way. These are just their way. There's so many different ways that you can make money online, but the core emphasis of what I teach is that as long as you have build an audience and sell them stuff in place, the rest is just icing on the cake. So if you did enjoy this video, I would very much appreciate it if you gave it a big thumbs up. And of course, if you are new here, why not consider subscribing? So it's no surprise that my top tip is that you have to build an audience of people who know, like, and trust you. I recently created a video where I shared with you my reoccurring revenue in my business, which at the time was about $20,000. And even in that video, I said to you, like, obviously I sell coaching and online courses and I have a membership. Like, all of this is based on the fact that I have built an audience. Something that you've got to remember is that if people don't know who you are, they can't buy from you. They can't buy your product. They can't buy your service. If your business or you as a brand has no online visibility, it makes it really difficult for people to find what it is that you're actually selling. A lot of people focus most of their time on building the product, building their website, and neglect to actually go out there and get visibility and build their audience. And this is why so many of these online businesses fail. Building an audience of people who know, like, and trust you should be your number 1 focus when you are starting out. The whole reason why I'm doing what I do today is because I got the advice, get online and build an audience. Literally, like, I went to this PR event and the next day I put up a YouTube video because they gave that advice. And since then, I've obviously been able to grow to these income goals I just shared with you because I've so consistently built my audience. It also needs to be an audience of people who actually are struggling with the problem you solve or need the product that you sell. It's not enough to just build an audience of random people. You want to be building a focused, engaged, ideal audience of people who, like I said, know, like, and trust you, but also are probably going to be the ideal candidate for whatever it is that you are going to sell. And of course, the way in which you do that is by creating niche content. Whatever area your product is going to sit in, creating niche content around that is going to help you bring in people interested in that niche and therefore interested in that product. There was this theory by a guy called Coleman, and it's Coleman's pie theory of success. And basically he says in order to be successful, there's 3 elements: performance, image, and exposure. The number 1 thing that you need out of these 3 elements to be successful is exposure. It doesn't matter how good you are at what you do, nobody can appreciate it if you don't have that exposure there, and no one can buy from you if you don't have that exposure there. So if you are thinking about, again, building a sustainable personal brand, service, online business, number one is focus on building your audience. The second thing is that you need to choose a niche. I just spoke about choosing a niche. You need to choose a niche that you actually enjoy. I speak about this all the time. I'm so adamant about teaching this point. If you don't enjoy what you do, it's going to be really difficult for you to learn all the things that you need to learn about your niche and continuously speak and teach and educate and share about that particular thing. You make it really difficult for yourself when you start with money in mind. So many people want to start a business, like a business coaching business or an online products business, because it's the profitable thing to do. If you don't have any interest in that particular area, I guarantee you it's going to be extremely unsustainable for you. You probably won't even get to the point where you're making good money, because it does take time. But the thing that makes that time that it takes easy to endure is the fact that you actually are enjoying what it is that you're speaking about. Additionally to that, I just mentioned that you need to create niche content in order to build an audience, right? Why would you put yourself through the pain of creating content about something that you absolutely hate or that you have no interest in? I mean, I'm filming a video right now to help to build my business, and I'm having a really good time because I love talking about this stuff. So when it comes to making money online, yes, there are opportunities for you to just make money fast, or I don't know, I've never tried them. I don't believe in any of them necessarily. But what I'm trying to speak about here is building a sustainable business. Find something that you're truly passionate about. I know this sounds cliche, but find something you're truly passionate about. And when you show up and add value and do all of these other tips I'm about to share with you, I guarantee you the money will come. And the third tip, and this is why the second tip is so important, is that you have to get really good at the thing that you're selling or the niche that you're in. It's not enough to just have surface level knowledge about whatever it is that you're trying to sell or promote or build a brand around. And unfortunately, that's what most people think that they can get away with. Why? Because A, they don't enjoy their niche, and B, because they just simply can't be bothered putting the effort in. Unfortunately, I still do see a lot of people who want to do very little to gain a lot, and that's just not really the way it works. Even though I'm someone who advocates building a simple business and not really working that hard, I still spend a lot of time learning about my niche because I'm just so passionate about it. You know, you have to be willing to put in the work, and what the work usually involves is learning everything you possibly can about the thing that you are going to sell. You know, whether it is that you create a course, a coaching program, whether it's a membership or a product, when you're creating niche content to build this audience, the more that you know, the more that you will grow. Why? Because people will just simply trust you more. If you're just showing up on Instagram, repurposing everybody else's quotes, saying things that people have heard over and over and over again, it's going to be really difficult for you to stand out. And when it's difficult for you to stand out, it's difficult for people to choose you as the one that they want to purchase from. Whereas when you go the extra mile, meaning that you actually master your niche, it's much easier because you will stand out naturally from the crowd because you're saying things that people haven't heard before. Or maybe they have heard, but the way that you're able to articulate it with confidence and conviction and answer so many different types of questions, it makes you more trustworthy, and therefore when people know, like, and trust you, they will want to buy from you. Now, I know so many of you are going to be sitting there thinking, oh, well, I'm screwed. I don't know anything. Even though I'm passionate, I don't know anything. Are you not so glad we have this thing called Google available to you? You can literally learn everything. You can rent books from a library. You can go onto YouTube. There's 300 hours of content uploaded every single minute. You're telling me you can't go onto YouTube and find a bunch of stuff to learn about your niche? You can go to audiobooks and listen to audiobooks, podcasts. You can download courses. You can go to Skillshare. You can go learn from mentors. Do not try to tell me that you don't know enough about your niche, because all you've got to do is actually go out there and learn. And again, this becomes easy because you enjoy what you do. Now, this is a really crucial one. Listen to me when I say this. This is tip number 4. Create solutions, not more information. Now, I know you might be thinking, but I want to create an online course or a membership or a digital ebook. Yeah, I get it. But the thing is, so many people, when it comes to making money online, all they're trying to do is shove information into people's face and expect them to be excited to consume it. People don't necessarily want to have more that they need to do. They want to have a solution to their problem. They want to have a transformation. When it comes to making money online, look, this is a huge topic. It's really hard for me to compress it all into a short video. I teach this over the course of 6 months in my Simply Business group coaching program and other programs that I have. But what I will say is that when it does come to creating whatever product it is that you're creating, make sure it's focused on providing a solution or a transformation and isn't just bulked with information. What a lot of people do, because they have self-limiting beliefs or imposter syndrome, they try to just throw as much at their audience and put a price tag on it as they can. And honestly, that isn't valuable for anyone. It's a waste of your time and it's a waste of your audience's time as well. Through the process of learning about your niche and mastering your niche, what you should be doing is finding the shortest point between 2 points, your customer's problem and the solution that they desire to have. However you can get them there is your business and is your product and is the thing you will sell and make money online from. But try to make that as succinct as possible, and don't just think by throwing a whole bunch of information into a product that it's going to make it more valuable. Customers want solutions. They want a transformation. They don't want to have to do more stuff. I mean, they know they have to do stuff, but that's not what they really want. They want a transformation. So in order to make money online, make good money online, sell a transformation. And the 5th tip I have then is make sure you do validate your product. A lot of people, they create products, whether it be an ebook or whether it be a course or a coaching program or a done-for-you service or a membership, whatever type of digital product it is that you're creating. A lot of people will spend a lot of time creating something and they're guessing that it works. This isn't going to help you in the long run, and it's going to be extremely detrimental to your brand. Make sure that whether it be through working with free clients or giving it to some people to test first, make sure that the system or the method or the tool that gets someone from problem to transformation actually works. Make sure that you have done the proper research. Like, please, I know this audience in particular is filled of beautiful, ethical people, and that you would never mislead someone intentionally, but the reality is it happens unintentionally all the time. People just collate a whole bunch of information and try to sell it as a product. Like I said, when you fully love what you do and therefore master your niche, all of this becomes easy. But in order to make good money online, the thing that you are selling, it needs to work. You need to be able to generate transformations and therefore testimonials of people that it has worked for before. So before you go out there and start selling it, make sure it actually works. Tip number 6 is that you then want to create, Cody Co is going to love me for this, a frictionless customer experience. Why so many people struggle to make money online is because they literally want their audience to do a Tough Mudder run before they can actually purchase their products. They make it so difficult for people to be able to actually purchase their products. It's like decoding the Da Vinci Code. Honestly, you have to make your experience from getting someone from, say, your content to your product as seamless as possible. Something that I teach, and I have a free training down below, you can definitely download it. It's called Build a Killer Business Plan. But that training is based on teaching you this exact step, creating a seamless customer experience, getting someone from not knowing you at all into someone who is like a raving diehard customer. There needs to be a very simple process between those points to make it super simple for your customers to buy. I know people who are successfully growing their audience and have a really cool product, but are still not making money. Why? Because there's just so much friction between this cool audience community that they've created over here and where their products actually sit. And they're not effortlessly directing people over to that point. You really need to build a system within your business to essentially sell your products. And again, I have a free training linked in the description and the comments about how to build a business plan around this. So definitely check that out. But again, try to make the experience for your customer as frictionless as possible. The less hoops that people have to jump through, the more money you will actually make. Which brings me to my final tip, which is tip number 7 about how do you actually make money online. And I promise you, this is the tip that you're going to hate the most. But it is the one thing that you just gotta get over. You have to become good at selling. I don't know if you noticed, but I have sold to you about 3 or 4 times throughout this video. When I told you about my group coaching program, when I told you about my other programs, and just then when I told you to go download my freebie. You know, most people don't consider me to be like a sleazy salesperson. I don't consider myself to be a sleazy salesperson, but I am good at selling, because selling to me is just effortlessly communicating to you an invitation for where you can go next if you would like to continue this journey with me. You've got to get good at self-promotion. You've got to get good at actually articulating to people what it is that they can buy. That becomes a part of that frictionless customer experience. I actually love watching PewDiePie, and PewDiePie actually has like always at the end of his videos talking about his merch, talking about his membership. I think he also has a game, I'm not quite sure. I get kind of lost when that part of the video happens, but he talks about all of the things that he has available. If he didn't mention those things in his video, people might not even realize that he has those available. You literally have to like spell it out for people. Whether it is that you've got a course, a product, a service, or merchandise, whatever you're trying to sell once you've built that audience and taken all of those steps between. The final piece of the puzzle really is just communicating it to your actual audience. Because if you don't sell to them, they're probably not going to buy. So, I just realized that this video has got incredibly long. It might as well be a lesson, but I hope it was super valuable to you. I am going to look at doing more of this kind of stuff because I want to help increase the educational content around entrepreneurship for women here on YouTube, considering I definitely have done I've done that myself. But of course, I will still be showing you the behind the scenes of my life and every time I change my office and all of that fun stuff. But I thought something a little bit more strategic might just be a good way to really, really help you out. Now, I know this is only a few pieces of the puzzle. What about mindset? How do I actually build these systems? Of course, I couldn't go into all of that today. If you do want more content like that, I would definitely say sign up for that freebie that I mentioned before. And of course, come follow me on Instagram because I do a lot more longer style lives over there. Alright, that is it for me. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Again, if you are new, I would love for you to subscribe. I appreciate your time so much. I hope you found this valuable. Let me know in the comments below which tip you think you need to start focusing on, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.